For this DIY, I'm going to create an amazing DIY using these Dollar Tree paper towel holders. Hi, I'm Belinda from Belinda's DIYs. Are you ready? Let's get started. For this project, you're going to need 4 of these paper towel holders. You're going to start by attaching 2 paper towel holders as I'm showing you right there, and you're going to attach them by using zip ties. I started by adding 1 zip tie in the center and then 1 on each side. Now I'm going to follow the same steps to the other 2, and this is what they'll look like. I'll be attaching them to this wood panel, and this can be found in the plus section at Dollar Tree. So I'm going to be placing that piece of wood over my paper towel holders that now look like wheels. So I'm going to flip it over and I'm going to slip a can of spray paint underneath, so I just needed to keep them in balance while I super glue and hot glue them together. I prefer to use Gorilla Glue. So I'm going to start by adding the glue along the side of the board and then adding hot glue. A lot of you have asked me about my glue gun, and this is a cordless glue gun. I absolutely love it. If you're interested in one, you can go to my Amazon store. I've linked it there under My Tools. You can find my Amazon link in the description box. Now I'm going to bring the wire over the glues and hold it down. I'm going to let the super glue harden. That's why I've put some painter's tape over it. I'm going to give it a few hours until I go on to the next step. And the next step will be to paint it. And this is how it looks painted. I apologize. I thought I was filming painting it, and the paint I actually used, but it did not record. Obviously I didn't hit the record button, but this is how it turned out, and it is just a brown satin spray paint that I used. I will list it in the description box. In the plus section at Dollar Tree, they have these stackable pumpkins. I'm only going to use the bottom one, and the reason for that is because it's the perfect size that I needed for this DIY. I'll be spray painting it with this spray paint in the color Thunder Cloud. And once the paint dries, I'll be using this stone texture from RUST-OLEUM. Once my paint dried with both sprays, this is how my pumpkin turned out. I really love how the texture spray looks on it. It gave it such a nice finish. I'll be using this pumpkin as a vase. So I'm going to crumble up some paper and I'm going to stuff it with that. Since the pumpkin is so big, I needed to fill out the space. I'll be using a variety of florals from Dollar Tree. There's some pumpkin picks and just an array of different fall bouquets. I like to spread these stems apart. That way when I put in the bouquet, it just looks fuller. And so now I'm going to place my pumpkin over my carriage. And to embellish my carriage, I'm going to use this fall leaf garland and wrap it around. And then lastly, I'm just going to add these fall leaves. I think this pumpkin carriage turned out so beautiful. I absolutely love it. You could also add some fairy lights, but I just loved it just as is, so I left it like this. Let me know if you're going to be creating this pumpkin carriage. On my last Dollar Tree haul, I picked up this plush bag, and this was in the plus section. It's only $3, so I think this is a good deal for what I want to make with this. I'm going to start by cutting off the handles. I created some tassels that I'll be using in this bag. Let me show you how I created them. I'm going to start by cutting 2 pieces of this black yarn. And I'm going to set those aside for now. I'm going to use this cardboard. It's about 4 inches in width. So what I'm going to do is wrap the yarn around it about 20 times. Now I'm going to cut the yarn. I'm going to take one piece of yarn and slip it up at the top, as you see me do there, and tie it. Now that I've tied it, I'm going to hold the 2 strings together and then slip the remaining yarn off the cardboard. Now I'm going to take the other piece and lay it flat, and then lay my bundle over it and then tie another knot. And now I'm going to cut the loops and then cut off the tips on the bottom just so it looks even. And that's how you create a tassel. Next, I'm going to hot glue my tassels around my bag. And now I'm going to cut the excess yarn from the tassels. I'll be using some of this cotton from an old pillow, and I'm going to stuff my bag down. And now I'm going to seal off the top opening with some hot glue. And now I have this adorable jack-o'-lantern pillow. Well, that's it for this video. I hope that you enjoyed it. If you did, please give me a big thumbs up and also share. That'll really help my channel. You have yourself a blessed day, and until my next video, bye-bye and God bless.